Hello guys, hope you people are doing good. So today I'm back with a new video that is important or expected questions from Java programming in BTech. So for CSE students it is the core language and we have to learn Java programming. If the time doesn't permit, you can go with the questions which I'll give you now in this video. So let's get into the video now. Coming to the first unit in Java, we have 11 important questions. So the first one is write a short note on class, object, and responsibilities of agent, features of Java, applications of OOP, benefits of OOP concept. So these questions, all the questions which I have given in the first question are the basic concepts. So you have to learn these questions in the basic knowledge. Coming to the second one, significance of bytecode, lexical issues of Java, difference between class, abstract class and interface. So the mainly from this first unit, we'll have all the basic terms, basic knowledge, and mostly all the topics have been covered in C and C++. So unit 1 will be a bit easier for you. Coming to the third question, difference between method overloading and overriding with one example. See students, for writing each and every question you have to practice along with an example program which will give a good opinion for the invigilator on you. So now coming to the fourth question, scope and lifetime of variable or operators in Java, short note on JVM, JRE, JDK. So this is also the basic question you have to learn. Fifth one, define constructor, types of constructor with example programs, constructor overloading with an example. So you have to learn the total constructors topic. And coming to sixth question, data types in Java and the arrays concept and variables in Java, that is local variable, instance variable and static variable. Coming to the seventh question, various control statements in Java with syntax, and you better learn an example for each. Coming to eighth one, define inheritance, types of inheritance, benefits, costs associated with inheritance, forms of inheritance, programs related to single multiple inheritance. So you have to go through the inheritance concept completely. Ninth question, define polymorphism, types of polymorphism with example program. In C++ we have already learned about polymorphism and we know that it is important, so please don't skip polymorphism concept. Coming to 10th one, explain any 5 string handling functions. We have learned this also in a C++, so we can learn example programs for this question easily. Coming to 11th one, use of super final keywords with example programs. So we have this also in C++. So now coming to the second unit, first question is define package, how to create and use a package in Java, how to access a package, need of package creation with example program. So by seeing this question you might have understood that packages concept is very important. Please don't skip it. Second question, static binding and dynamic binding or dynamic method dispatch. So static and dynamic binding is also important. So all the topics which I have given here are very important and please learn those concepts and go to write your exam. Third question, anonymous inner classes, that is nothing but the concept of enumerations. So learn about enumerations. Fourth question, define interface or create an interface with at least one method. How can we achieve multiple inheritance by using interfaces? So here we have to learn the interfaces concepts completely. Coming to fifth question, write about how to read a console input. So to read a console input we'll have 3 methods. So prepare the 3 methods well and go to write exam. Please don't forget to read the stream class. Now coming to sixth question, short note on serialization, auto boxing and auto unboxing. So prepare an example for each topic. So coming to third unit, exception handling. In that the first question is define exception, types of exceptions, checked and unchecked. Next, benefits handling. Explain 5 keywords of Java that are important for exception handling. So learn the exception handling topic. Second question, difference between error and exception, or difference between thread and process. This one we have already seen in the C++. Now also you have to see and learn example programs related to Java. Third question, what is thread? How to create a thread with example. How to assign properties to threads with example program. So we have to learn an example program for this. Next, coming to the fourth question, Java built-in exceptions, custom or user-defined exceptions with example program. Fourth question is nothing but there are some built-in exceptions in JVM, so we have to know those exceptions and usage of those exceptions, and there are some custom and user-defined exceptions also, so learn about those. Coming to the fifth question, how to achieve synchronization among threads, explain with suitable code. Code is nothing but program. Learn the synchronization topic and a program for that. That is enough for the fifth question. And coming to the sixth one, multiple catch block for a nested try block with example program. That is nothing but we have to use many catch block statements for nested try block. So coming to the seventh one, write a program to implement producer and consumer problem by using multi-threading or inter-thread communication. So this question is mostly repeated in the previous years also, so don't skip this seventh question. Coming to eighth question, explain random access file operations with example programs. So if you see here, for every question they asked an example program. So don't skip example program along with the topic which you have learned. So coming to the fourth unit, first question is what is the use of iterator class, iterator methods, use of string tokenizer, class with example. So we have to learn about iterator classes and the methods which are present in that along with the string tokenizer, and learn an example for each topic. Coming to the second one, write a program to copy contents of file 1 to file 2. Read the name of files as command line arguments. So this is regarding files. Coming to third one, methods of deque enable it to be used as a stack or map interfaces in Java. So we have to learn about stack map interfaces in Java. Fourth one, compare list array list, functions of stack class. Next, purpose of bitset class. So we know what is the use of array list and stack and all this, so we have to compare and present on the paper neatly. Next, coming to the fifth question, what is result set, how vector is different from an array. So we know what is vector and what is array, so write some differences between those both and you will complete the second part of the fifth question. And what is result set, write some description about the result set. In sixth question, types of database drivers of JDBC, note on for each alternative in Java. So for each alternative and for each loop, so we have to write about that and give an example program for that. Coming to the seventh one, note on collections in Java, hierarchy of collections framework. So we have to write about collections in Java and hierarchy of collection framework. So that is all about the unit 4. And coming to the unit 5, we have 8 important questions, from which the first one is define applet, advantages of applet, hierarchy, life cycle of applet. So we have to learn all about applet. And coming to second one, write an applet to display the mouse cursor position in the applet window. So this question is very important and repeated many times, so don't skip the second question please. Coming to third one, Java AWT hierarchy, various AWT containers with examples, AWT components. So learn about AWT concept completely. Coming to the fourth one, what is an adapter class, what is their role in event handling. So learn about adapter class. Coming to fifth one, define event, note on delegation event model and program to handle mouse events. So after completing that, go to sixth question, role of event listeners in event handling, list the Java event listeners. So we have to learn about the listeners concept. Next, coming to the seventh one, Java swings, hierarchy of swing components, containers in swing, subclass of button class of swing package, why swing component are preferred over AWT components. So learn the swing components and the AWT components. So coming to the last question, that is the eighth one, use of layout managers, list various layout managers in Java, difference between grid and border layout managers, use of grid bag layout. So learn about the layout managers completely so that all topics will be covered. So if you see here from unit 1 to unit 5, for every question I have given you one topic and the way of the question they may ask you regarding the topic. So please prepare accordingly to your exam. So that's what for now. If you think my videos are helpful to you, please let me know and ask me the topics you want me to explain. If you like my video, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching my video and all the best to your exam.